So I know the hot topic right now around the league is the helmet rule, and I didn't like it when it was announced. Um, I don't like it now, and I honestly don't think that I will ever like it. I mean, I played along the defensive line, so it's hard to hit anybody, even with a correct form tackle, to not lower your head. I mean, if you hit somebody and you're driving them with your shoulder, you still have to lower your head. I think it's ridiculous. I think the penalty needs to go away, or I mean, the rule needs to go away. Um, you know, I honestly, I honestly don't know what the NFL can do about it. I think it's one of those things where if you try to overdo something, it's too much and it comes back to bite you. You know, the spearing penalty or the spearing rule is always it's been in place for a while. The helmet to helmet contact that's been in place. So I mean, what more can you do? You're taking the even the argument's being said that it's the preseason. They're trying to go overkill on calling all of these penalties. They're throwing all these flags, and just to reinforce across the league of the players that hey, this is a change. We're going to enforce it, and then during the regular season, people think that it's going to die down some. They're going to be a little bit more lenient. They're just trying to get the point across right now in the preseason. Whether that's the case or not, I still don't agree with it. I mean, think about it. It's supposed to be go both ways, offense and defense. So I mean, if you think about it, the very last play of the Super Bowl, when Brady throws it, that Hail Mary, well, Fletcher Cox comes in. It was a good tackle, a good clean tackle, but he leads with his head. He hits him with his shoulder, but he leads with his head. That would have been a penalty. That could have changed the outcome, possibly. The LeGarrette Blount touchdown run in the NFC Championship game, where he absolutely bulldozed, I forget the Vikings defender, but he just trucked him on the way into the end zone. That probably would have been called back now, this year. I mean, it's just different things, man. And it's not cool. It's ruining the game. I absolutely love football. I absolutely love the Eagles. And people like with all these other rule changes throughout the history of the league and these changes and this, that, and the other, people have always stuck around. People have always griped and complained about it, but they still stuck around. And I'm not going to lie, I'm one of those people. As much as I hate this, I'm not going anywhere. But that does not mean that I have to agree with it. And I just won't. I won't accept it. Think about how detrimental this stupid rule can cause the outcome of a game that could cost a team their season, could cost a Super Bowl, the outcome of a Super Bowl, maybe. It's just insane. And I got to thinking that there are people that it will drive them nuts, and it will turn them off to the NFL. And the thing that I was thinking about was with the XFL coming up in 2020, I think, and then that other league, the Alliance of American Football, that's supposed to start up next year. It got me thinking that how many fans would actually show interest in those two leagues and not necessarily bail on the NFL, but depending on the product that those two leagues put out on the field, it could attract a lot more people than initially thought. And the NFL is arrogant to think otherwise, that they're untouchable, they're unbeatable. And quite frankly, I mean, they're not. These two leagues, XFL and Alliance of American Football, AAF or whatever, they're not gonna overthrow the NFL. They're just not. Let's be honest. But this kind of stuff, though, could turn people away from the NFL, and this actually could help those other leagues as far as gaining interest and attention. So I don't know. We'll see. It's just something I got to thinking about that I don't really hear too many people. I haven't heard anybody talk about it. So it'll be interesting. I just don't like this rule. What was the playoff game? I mean, not the playoff, the preseason game. Minnesota and I can't even remember, but it was a perfectly clean sack, man. The guy comes off the edge, form tackle, perfect, and they call roughing the passer on that. I mean, come on. And even during the Eagles and Patriots preseason game, that lowering the crown penalty that was thrown on, they called against McLeod. I mean, even the Patriots announcers, they were even like, come on, like, really? So, it's got a lot of disgust around the NFL, players and fans and commentators and a lot of people. So we'll see. I do like what Richard Sherman said today. Well, I don't think it was today. Might have been yesterday. But he tweeted out just basically talking about it. He's like, even rugby, where their only way is just to really have tackling. They don't really go for the big blow-up hits like football. But he even mentioned even them in rugby, their form tackling, textbook tackling, they still have to lower their head. I mean, I don't know what the NFL's trying to do. Then the argument with that, though, is, oh, well, the helmets, makes it less maneuverable, your head less maneuverable than in rugby without the helmet. And it is what it is, but it still don't take away the fact that when you are form tackling, you still have to lower your head. It's just the way I look at it. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully, some people will watch this and agree with me. But I'd love to always have a debate about it, talk about it. Not really a debate. I'm not in the mood for that. But I'm just saying, like, something's got to give with this, man. Because I really think this is a bigger issue than the catch rule ever was. I think this could be a way bigger issue than that ever was. So, I don't know, man. We'll see. Hopefully it gives. Something gives. Hopefully it draws enough heat against the NFL with this rule before the season starts. And maybe they retract it or something. I don't know. But it's all in the name of safety. And when anything, anywhere is in the name of safety. Yeah. So, anyway, man. I'm done. So, let's talk about it. Go Birds. Always.